Godzilla in Hell isn't even close towards being the strongest version of Godzilla, and people miss the point of it entirely. Discussion. I know the title alone will make a few people get upset over it, but I legitimately cannot take it any longer on how much people genuinely believe that Godzilla in Hell is somehow this outerversal, dimensional, transcending, non-dual being when in the comics he isn't even close towards being even a halfway decent Godzilla. Issue 1. People don't even know the proper Hell Godzilla. Firstly, the reason I want to make this post in the first place is because people are calling this Godzilla the strongest version of Godzilla without even knowing a single thing about it. From TikToks, Twitter, Reddit and battle boarding sites, I've seen this picture of Hell Godzilla being used. Wanna know something funny? This isn't Godzilla. This is just a doppelganger meant to torment Godzilla and actually gave him a scare and a challenge to Godzilla. It tells you a lot when it comes on how knowledgeable people are on Godzilla in Hell. Issue 2. How strong is Godzilla in Hell? Not very much. Especially not the level he's claimed to be. Believe it or not, Godzilla dies in this comic a lot, especially in the 4th issue, where he is trapped in a never-ending battle with King Ghidorah and Destroyer, and he keeps getting his ass handed to them. He is seen struggling throughout the comic, always nearing collapse, but enduring on with his goal to escape Hell. He is at no point, aside from issue 3, ever seen bulldozering through anything. He is constantly pulling through a hair strand. He is enduring and struggling and continuing on, but it is slowly taking a toll on Godzilla. Issue 3. Issue 3. The source of the entire problem and origin from the myth of omnipotent Godzilla stems from this one issue and the author of said issue. I'll tackle this on the next issue, lol. This issue not only breaks the continuity of the comic entirely, it breaks immersion, the main theme, and the message the rest of the comic brings. The entire debacle on Hell Godzilla being the strongest stems from the fact that the author claims that this being is the ultimate creator, and that Godzilla then killed it. Which is actually just a bunch of horse shit. This is never stated to be the creator in any capacity, he only referred as a peacekeeper. Not only this, but never does Godzilla ever actually do anything to him. In fact, Godzilla was actually blown the F away from this thing. He also doesn't destroy the God Mountain, he simply destroys a portal that leads from Hell to the God Mountain's place, which is supposedly heaven, meaning he did nothing, and this issue literally proved nothing of value. Issue 4. The writers as previously said, Godzilla in Hell has really only one impressive feat that is considerable, which is located in issue 3, but hey, the author of this comic has said that Godzilla killed the God Mountain and Satan, who are multiversal, dual and transcendental beings, right? Here's the sad thing about it though, there's 5 different writers for this comic. Every issue has its different narrative and tone, but they all have the same theme of Godzilla being trapped in Hell. Because one author claims one thing, it doesn't mean it applies to every issue. There wasn't one main director, this was a collaborative work of artists under IDW Comics. Because issue 3 Godzilla just happened to be a god-stopping badass, it doesn't mean other issue Godzillas are going to be god-stopping badasses. Especially coming from a author's mouth with no evidence to back it up, which is a opportune time to bring the death of the author. The actual theme of Godzilla in Hell. Godzilla in Hell isn't a tale about Godzilla going on a doomslayer-like rampage on an army of demons and being an all-out invincible badass. It is a tale of a monster who is rife with pride, a tale of a king, the king of the monsters, who for once in his ancient life was terrified and humiliated. Godzilla never destroys Hell, he never actually slays armies of demons and gods, he doesn't conquer neither Hell nor heaven. He is seen wandering alone, freezing and melting to near death, screaming in agony from the hellish landscape he's striding. His ego and pride always bringing him 2 steps behind for every step he takes. Once he actually acknowledges he can't climb the mountain and defeat the being in the mountain in the final issue, he finally submits to the Red Bats and accepts humiliation. However, his willpower makes him get back up and blast the surprised Lord of the Mountain to the smithereens. I'll let the pages speak for themselves. Godzilla finally acknowledges humility and lets go of his pride. Godzilla in Hell wasn't about Godzilla being a super demon slaying badass. It was about knowing humility, and about how taking control of yourself is more impressive than winning thousands of battles. Which in my opinion, shows that Goji isn't just a dumb dinosaur, but an intelligent and wise being with era's worth of wisdom who can show himself humility. TL. Dr. Godzilla never destroys the or the gods, he just leaves.